This is an Insane Cast production. You're listening to Thanks for Watching the All Movies Podcast. With your cast, Beth, DJ, Jimmy. And now, thanks for watching.
Welcome to Thanks for Watching's episode 58.
58? We've
58.
done this 58 times?
Yes, we have.
But
Can
not
you believe
58
that?
times this year.
No.
Okay.
In fact, we haven't even
confused. I actually was panicking.
Yeah, no, but we haven't even had a let's do the episode again because we didn't get it right the first time episode.
Well,
that you know.
No, we
throw that wrench into the proverbial gears.
Whoops. Yeah, sorry.
That never happens.
Knock on.
To be fair, there was a take two last week.
Oh, there was a take two.
That's true.
That comment may be worthy of a Silver Sphincter Award.
Right. It was, because, it was, Jimmy, we start, and then Jimmy's gone. It was April Fool's on us.
It did just disappear. It was like Kaiser Soze.
Yes.
Dude, I could not get anything to work, and rather than being angry about it, I was just like, you know what? It's not in the cards.
Yeah.
That's the thing that happens.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's totally the getting old bit, because even 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I would have been F this and let's get it done. But now, I'm like, whatever. The universe says no.
Yep.
Straightforward thinking.
That's right.
Thank you.
Well, hey, y'all. So you heard Beth, you heard Jimmy, but guess what? We have another special guest.
JJ.
Yeah.
Just Joe's back.
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah. Welcome back, Just Joe. I can't believe
Thank you, guys.
that you're here
Thank
one
you.
more time with us.
This is my third show.
That's amazing.
It's
That's
a
amazing. We
charm.
almost.
And doing great.
Well, thanks, Beth.
That's true. You are doing great. It's almost like we need to get a caricature and put you on our logo every once in a while.
Yeah, man,
Like once a week, right?
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
I like having Joe. He adds some seasoning to our mix. We have a very good
thanks.
dry rub with Joe. Our ribs are flavorful.
Whatever works for you, Jim.
That didn't get weird at all.
No.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
no. Just be careful with the dry rub.
Yeah.
Yep. The dry rub.
Well, let's have a rundown of our show. How's that sound, y'all? Before it gets any crazier.
Why would we forego this
Blue
fun?
says that Jim sounds amazing, so.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true. So, hey, Pet Cemetery, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're also going to talk a lot about Shazam, I'm sure of it, and quite a bit about Best of Enemies. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. We'll have box office numbers, streaming a challenge. I can't wait for this challenge. Next week's openings, future films. We saw a lot of trailers this week.
Yeah, a lot.
And new discussion question. Ooh, I can't wait for that. So, I didn't go through and get entertainment news. I'm sure there was some, and I heard some on other podcasts, but I thought that would be cheating if I just used theirs. Maybe I ought to start cheating.
Well, I mean, it's technically the same news.
True.
It happens everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. It really does.
It's just whether or not you say it.
Yeah,
So-
good point.
So I have a little bit of it's sports entertainment because currently I'm watching overtime of the Final Four NCAA basketball championships between Virginia and Texas Tech, both first-time participants in the final.
Good job, sports ball players.
Is this a March Madness thing?
Yeah, the end
It
of
is,
March
yeah,
Madness
it's the
is
final.
right now.
Oh,
Final
Because
game.
it's April
And
now.
it's
Yeah.
so tied up.
wow.
It is intense.
Huh.
Two underdogs for sure.
Like circus and camping.
So,
Right.
so whoever wins,
Intense.
everyone's happy.
Right. So on, I think it was Saturday, one of the players was making a 3-point shot or trying to, and he got fouled. and they
Whatever
give them
happens.
three free throw shots.
Does that involve a chicken?
It does.
Okay.
It does.
Bok, bok.
A rubber chicken. You have to throw the rubber
of
chicken
course.
through the metal ring. And he did it 3 times like nothing was going on.
Wow, a rubber foul.
And beat one of the top seeded teams by 1 point. With 0.6 seconds on the clock. And then, that isn't even the news part, and then the National Collegiate Athletic Association told him he could no longer have his wedding registry on Amazon and I think Target because it was considered gifts and they couldn't accept gifts from people.
Mm-hmm. That's very common.
Oh, wow.
I was like, really? That's horrible.
That is horrible. Can you imagine all the movies he's not going to get now because of what he had
Right?
to take that off?
How many boxes of crayons that are on his wedding registry?
Wow.
It's terrible.
Holy moly. That is incredible. Wow. Well, cool. There's that news. There's that news.
The sports ball.
And
news.
it reminds me of a movie that I once saw that it's, not a great movie, but it's fun. Air Bud. No, Air Bud, because that's a basketball dog film, which is fun. And they were underdogs. I cracked myself
There you
up.
go.
I get it. All right.
DJ!
Well, hey, I figure this is another plug section of the show. He's plugging his basketball. Joe, you have something to plug?
Yeah, just again, I stream on Twitch 3 nights a week. We do Tuesdays through Thursdays. It's a fun, interactive experience where I'm playing games. You guys are in the chat having a good time.
Playing
if you wanna
music.
catch me there, you can go to www.twitch.tv/apostle_OFC.
Yeah. And last week you were doing this fundraiser for Canadians
Yeah, how'd that go?
learning
Yeah, I
about
think-
autism.
I think by the end of Thursday's stream, we had raised collectively, like all the streamers that were supporting it, about $4,500 out of 5,000. So
Well,
Nice.
when I looked on Friday, you had hit the 5,000 mark.
okay, great.
Yeah.
great.
So you passed that. So, yeah. Congratulations.
Way to go.
So
Yeah.
some of your donations spawned.
I'd like to think so. I'd like to think some of my viewers donated, and if they did, that's cool. And if they didn't, that's cool too. Just the fact that they were tuning in, watching, and at least hearing about what I was talking about.
So-
That's,
Yeah.
just getting the word out there.
So Canadian autism.
So yeah, the reason why we were partnered with Autism Canada was because the charity was spawned by one of the developers at PGI, which is Piranha Games Incorporated, I think, and they are the developer of the main game that I stream. So it worked out to where, hey, everybody who's streaming MechWarrior, let's support this guy's fundraiser. So
That's cool.
yeah.
So I bet those kids, having worked in special education, represented special education kids, they're probably the most polite autistic kids on the planet. Sorry,
I'm sure.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
We're all about doing stereotypes here.
If you can't pick on Canadians, who can you pick on? Seriously.
Ourselves.
Everyone else.
Yeah, everyone else.
Yeah.
You
Why?
might as well
Why
be
not?
Canadian.
Right? Cool. Well, hey, one of those other places you could find Just Joe's wonderful link is our website at tfwmovies.com. Yeah. So if you head over there, you'll see that. But hey, other things you could do there is find our phone number, 512-PODCAST, which we've had for years and years. That's 512-763-2278. Leave a voicemail. Yeah. Or a text message. Let us know what you're thinking about the show. If you have iTunes. Oh, we just got on Spotify, by the way. Just so you know. So if you're a Spotify listener, leave us a review. Let us know what you think. 5 stars. What do they use on Spotify? Do they use 5 stars? 10 out of...
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't have Spotify.
On Spotify?
Uh-huh.
I don't know the rating system there.
Yeah, me neither. But
It's probably like a thumbs up.
okay, give us a thumbs up. I'm good with thumbs up, honestly.
I mean, I'm not sure. I'm just guessing.
Yeah. But yeah, hey, we're up there now, which is really cool. We're on all these different places. Spotify, Stitcher, Castbox, what is it? Castbox, Pocket Casts, Google
Rock the cat
Play.
Are you making stuff up, DJ?
No, we're on all of these things.
Look at all these platforms we're on. Rocket Cast, Pods in Your Face Cast. We got voted #1 on the newest, hottest chart-topping podcast of 20 whatever. Yeah.
Based on what you guys...
Numbertown.
Based on...
Numbertown podcast. Yeah, we're doing it.
You know,
The
if a listener was...
Fish Pickle podcast.
Fish Pickle.
Is there one? That would be a great one. Fish Pickle
Wow.
podcast.
I know, I want to do that now because something should definitely be
Right?
called Fish Pickle.
Right. You can even listen to us on our host, which our host is Anchor.fm. Anchor Podcasts. Yeah. I know. Hey, you know what? By the sound of all that rigmarole, it sounds like I'm Canadian and you're picking on me.
No.
Hey?
Say it's not so.
Hey, not so. Hey, so one of our longtime Patreon members, granted we haven't had Patreon very long, but you know, we're really grateful for all of our Patreon members, all two of them, Abby and Crackhead Blue.
And Blue.
Yeah, but since we were on last, one of the amazing things happened. Crackhead Blue raised her tier level. So I know. She's like, here, take my money, and she's so awesome. I'll take it, and we will put it to good use. I promise you this. See, we're on episode 58. Look at how we made it. So anyway, really grateful for that. Super grateful. So thank you, Crackhead Blue, for upping your tier.
Thank you, Blue.
You are awesome. I don't know if that's because just Joe is on the show.
She's like, support my boyfriend.
No, she would have done it anyway.
But keep that up, and we'll just keep bringing him on.
or we could just keep bringing him on because we like
That's
him.
true.
You don't have to pay us.
That's true.
But I mean, if you want to pay us.
Yeah, right? So,
Whatever makes you happy. You do you, Blue.
You do you, Blue. Roses are red. Crackhead is blue. Oh, wait. No, that didn't go right.
Oh, my God.
Sorry. I'm sorry for that.
No, you're not. You're not sorry.
I mean, yikes.
Yikes is right. Yeah.
You're definitely not sorry for that.
That's terrible.
No. Don't you ever believe him when he says that he's sorry for, a crappy poem or a doofy pun. Dude lives for that shit.
Nice.
That's it. That's it. Patreon.com/TFW movies. Friends of the show. Be a subscriber. In fact, you don't even have to donate anything to subscribe because we do add some free stuff on there too, which is kind of cool.
Just donate your ears.
Yeah, we like your ears. We do.
We love your
That's
ears.
good.
Yeah, we lobe them. We lobe
It
them a
doesn't
lot.
even require any other senses except for your auditory senses.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, well, let's move on to talk about some movies, shall we?
Good idea.
Yeah, because we have some films that deal with technology.
Is that DJ's phone?
Is it? Ha! Could be.
Yeah,
I'll turn
your
it down.
sound off.
The sound.
Definitely wasn't mine.
Yeah, sound's off. It's off now. I just get
my-
so in the zone I forget that that's even on. Yeah.
Did you turn your refrigerator off?
No, that's still on. So's the fan, because the fan is louder than the fridge, so it doesn't even
So
matter.
your refrigerator's running?
Yeah.
You
It
better
is.
catch it.
Hey!
The door's
You
closed.
have Prince Albert in a can.
You better let him out.
Okay, who here has ever eaten Prince Albert?
I don't think that's an
Isn't it?
eat.
Isn't it
That's-
tobacco?
Is it? I thought. Oh, is it?
That's not what I was thinking.
No, I wasn't thinking that until you said that. It wasn't you're thinking. Oh gosh. Why does stuff like that just comes out of my mouth? I don't.
Because you just walk into it like a brick wall.
I do, and it
It
hurts.
is tobacco.
It is. I had no idea. So
And that kind of Prince Albert No,
No,
I guess it
yeah.
could go in a can.
Yeah, never mind.
I mean, it could.
We should talk about films of technology
Things we're
that
putting in
doesn't.
our eyes, not what we're putting in cans.
Right, that's better. Oh man, this is definitely an explicit show. Okay,
Not really.
no, you're right. You guys convince me all the time that it's not that bad. Okay, so technology that doesn't exist or didn't exist during the making of the film. Are you ready for this? What
Albert.
what did I miss?
You have to look in the chat. He posted a picture. Explain this, Joe.
That's the wrestler formerly
Prince
known
Albert.
as Prince Albert.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Understood.
funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I dare you to try to put that man in a can.
Well, can Beth, can you put that on Instagram for our listeners who don't want to see that?
Oh, sure.
That would be super awesome. Thank you. Then you can see what it was that we were talking about. Oh my
And now I'm downloading that onto my phone. It's going to be there forever.
Forever and
You
ever.
know you're gonna make it your
Great.
screensaver.
I might.
I would. I'm thinking
You
about
should
it.
save it and do it.
Man, I'm thinking about it.
Oh boy.
Thinks about it.
Yeah, keep thinking about it. Okay, let's get to
I'm gonna
Crackhead
have it put
Blues.
it on the back of my
DJ's
business card.
DJ's like, can we please move on?
No, DJ,
Yep.
no.
Can we please move on?
Oh dear. Oh my goodness.
Guys.
I mean, this is not the first time a show's been railroaded like this.
I think derailed is what you're looking
Yeah, oh,
for.
you're right. That is. Hey!
Talking about Prince Albert's and railroading. Probably
Yeah.
won't want to mix those.
Yeah.
Do we need to stop and start again?
No,
Did we
no.
totally jinx it by saying we haven't had to start over?
No, we
You
will.
did it.
We
You
will
did it to
keep
yourself.
going. I know, right?
Done broke it.
Oh man,
This is
Ah.
all on you.
it is. Well, why don't we? Now that that's over, let's just move on to technology. That.
Yes,
Virginia
Shall
just won, just in case you're wondering.
Oh, good. Yes,
Thanks
thanks.
for the heads up.
Yes, it's always better in Virginia.
Virginia's for lovers,
Oh dear.
not
Country
Prince
roads.
Albert in a can.
Oh dear.
West Virginia.
Thank you. So
DJ, you're not live, so you can edit all this. It's good.
yeah,
He
right.
won't though.
See
He
that?
won't. It's like he's like a hoarder of stuff that we say.
I am a hoarder of stuff we say. I like that
He
stuff.
won't delete stuff.
We'll see. I could delete all that stuff,
So
but
what
it's
are we gonna
fun.
do now?
Well,
Cry.
we're gonna talk about Crackhead Blues list right now. So,
Sweet.
and I really love her first one with the it's the rebel stance. I could just picture her like looking at me and just like wagging her finger. Not that she would do something like that, but I could see it. So her first one is Star Wars. And then
Yes, girl!
Yes, and the wagging of the finger is, don't you tell me I can't cite it all. So
Nobody should,
Yeah.
because how dare you?
I would never. I would be afraid if somebody didn't say Star Wars.
Don't worry, it would have been said.
Yeah, it would have been said.
Yeah, no problem. man.
How dare?
Yes. The Fly. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
And when I was reading this list earlier, I was really doing this. Ooh, I want this. Why is it not on my list? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Totally love that one.
Sweet.
That is sweet. Did you ever see the Honey, I Shrunk the Audience from Disneyland?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
remember hearing
400
about it.
times.
I don't think I've ever done.
Oh, that was pretty
it's
cool.
gone now.
Yeah, it is gone.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't think I got a chance to
Yeah.
to do that.
Currently replaced with Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars stuff. But, really fun. The Fifth Element. One of my favorite
Yes!
films. Back to the Future 2. I'm curious. Why not 1, honestly? Because it's sort of... But I get it.
No hoverboards in part 1.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. If you're going for the hoverboards, for sure. Ghostbusters.
Girl.
Ew. Wall-E. I love Wall-E. Iron Man.
Nice.
And Men in Black.
All good choices.
This is my list. I don't know. Wait, I forgot. That's my list, not Blue's. Sorry.
Are you messing with me?
I am messing with you. It's hers.
Okay.
It really is hers.
Because otherwise I called you girl like 4 times.
Whoops. Well, I did dress as a dance hall girl on stage over there once.
I have pictures somewhere. You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh dear. Let's not put those up. Just Joe, we're gonna hold on you for a moment because I have a new spot for you.
No problem.
So Lucas from the 29 Toes podcast, he's been pretty good at sending us something. Transcendence.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that was the Brad. No, dang it! Why am I doing?
Nope.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny
Is that
Depp.
when they
Johnny
put his
Depp.
brain. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from? Brad Pitt. That's silly. Yeah, Johnny Depp film. Yeah. All right. Teacher Teresa from where I work. She threw down Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, all of them.
Good.
Batteries not included.
Aw.
And why wasn't this on my list? I don't even know. Flight of the Navigator.
Nice.
Yes. And then Terminators. All of them. Yes. So that was a great one. Susan, she put down.
Wow, you got a lot of lists this week.
Yeah, we did.
Seriously.
Total Recall, the original.
Nice.
The Sixth Day.
Oh.
Galaxy Quest, which I absolutely love. Then iRobot.
Oh, yeah.
After Earth.
Okay.
And then
good.
Independence Day.
Aw.
Yeah. Good one. Technology that doesn't exist or did exist. And then Kim, another coworker of mine, she threw down Total Recall.
Good.
She didn't specify original or 2012, but I'm pretty sure it's original. I would bet money on it.
Ooh,
All right.
He's betting.
Here's teacher. Yes.
I would venture a guess that if somebody's talking, so if they say Total Recall, the 2012 version is not what they conjure in their brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of people saw it because.
Well, I saw it probably because
You
I have
okay,
Movie
Beth? You all
Pass.
Yeah, sorry, I had some
Yeah. She had something there.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. Teacher Jam Strauss. Here's hers. His. Oh gosh, Teacher Jam Strauss. I'm sorry. Meet the Robinsons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrowland.
Good. I like Tomorrowland.
Me too. Wall-E.
Great movie.
Ghostbusters.
Yes.
He says Jurassic Park. Does that count?
It
Yep, definitely.
absolutely
Hell
does.
yeah. And then Big Hero 6.
That's not real.
Ha! I wish that fluffy guy really should be in everybody's home.
I thought like the magnetics things.
Harry.
Ooh,
That's
that
my
would
favorite.
be cool too. The mind reading,
The little nanobots.
yeah, nanobots. And then Atlantis.
Oh, Atlantis. Good
Word.
call.
Good call. So that's from our loyal listeners. Yeah.
Good job, loyal listeners.
Yeah, those are some great films. Maybe I'll start putting that list online now. Starting today.
Good idea.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. And then I change all the notes, and then I'm like, oh, I should have copied and pasted that.
You know what would be really
Yeah.
cool is if people could log into our website or whatever and add their list there.
We can put a form there for people to just type in their lists.
Man, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's another way of contacting us. I like the texting in though. That's really kind of millennial type of a way to go.
Millennian?
Yes, millennian. Aren't we all millennials? We're in the new millennia.
No.
No. I love this word. I think we should make it a thing.
No, there's that. You like everything.
I do like a lot.
That's
of stuff.
the truth.
And that
is.
word,
Except
is
for-
not likable.
Oh
Millennium.
well.
I mean, it is. It's just not a real word.
no, but real unreal words go into the dictionary
We're
all the time.
millennial.
I know. They
Oh!
just were talking about, like, wah wah just got put in the dictionary. The sad tuba noise.
Wah,
Heard about that on the radio on my way into work this morning. I'm like, well, okay.
That's
And there was
funny.
another one, and I can't remember what it was. I remember being slightly more angry about the second one
Oh no.
than I was about the wah wah.
Well, do you think the wah wah was the downer that caused your emotions to go, oh, and I hate that next word?
No,
No.
because womp womp I use.
Oh,
A lot.
I see that as the title of the show. Wah wah. And that's in the dictionary, people.
That's right, Webster's.
All right. So let's go to our cast members, and we have a guest cast member right now. Have you heard from him? His name's Just Joe.
Who's that?
That's that
It's you, silly.
It's
Yeah.
Chage.
Okay.
Chage.
Well, my list. We'll start with the obvious, Star Wars, and I put the
Word.
franchise note on there, as in don't at me. It's the whole franchise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Blade Runner, the original,
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and Minority Report.
Yeah.
Oh, good choice. Ew, the
Yeah.
spider bots. Ew.
I remember being blown away by that. How he was just pulling up screens and throwing info off to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty
back then
slick.
that wasn't a thing, but they're actually working on stuff that can do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
sweet.
shoot, that was like one of the first ones to do it, right? I mean,
Right. Yeah. It was like the first time we saw that in a film. I think.
so that was
Something
Science and
to that effect. Yeah.
technology.
yeah.
Pretty crazy. And that's it. I'm gonna try to just start doing 3 instead of 50.
Yeah,
Oh,
welcome.
Your discipline is so admirable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. Like there's so many great ones out there.
No, you're right. I was doing 5,
Yeah.
but I think I'm gonna go with 3.
Yeah.
Now, so.
Dude,
Um,
I like it. It defines who you are now. Like,
That's
so
true.
defined.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be so defiant. Just Oh, wait. Wrong.
Wah, wah.
All right. Hey, who wants
Oh,
to go
my
next?
word. You
Who
do.
wants? Sure, I'll go. I'll go. I have no
Yeah,
problem with
sounded
this.
like you volunteered with the voice of Jimmy.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Like a ventriloquist.
So as much as I love Star Wars, everybody's taking it so much, and I want to throw it in there, but I'm gonna do this. Okay, Star Wars. I'll throw it on there. Okay, sneakers. I really like sneakers. Matrix.
Of course.
Yes. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh, yeah, the old brain wipe.
Yeah, yep. Which reminds me of another one where they kind of used that brain helmet thing. It was I can't remember what it's called, but it's an oldie.
Who was in it?
I don't. Kevin Bacon, maybe. No,
Oh.
it wasn't Flatliners. Well, maybe Flatliners. No. No, it was something else. I don't remember, but I don't remember the name of it, but I remember seeing it.
I don't remember, but I
It's
liked
like a
it.
brainwave kind of a thinks. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, moving on. Tron. I really like Tron.
Oh, yeah, Tron.
And I did like Tron Legacy as well, so we're just going to go with the whole Tron thing, all of it, all the above. War Games.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Limitless.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that one was a good one. And 2 more, Back to the Future and
Of course.
Weird Science.
Oh!
Yeah. So that was a fun one from the past. I know.
Shit.
That was good.
Was
You ever
it
see
was Chip.
you ever see football games where something's happening and the referee is reaching for that yellow flag, but he doesn't quite throw it, but he wants to?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Joe's doing.
That's how I feel right now. But let's keep going.
No, yeah, why? Tell me the story.
Oh,
Joe.
yeah.
Well, I
They
kinda-
would have
Throw
to
the
watch
flag.
football.
So it was two movies earlier from somebody else's list. Jurassic Park was one of them.
Yes.
Okay.
What technology that was in the movie that wasn't existing at the time? They were cloning. They were making little clones.
They were
in labs.
cloning, but they were using different types of DNA to splice to bring back cryptozoological
No,
animals.
right. But in real world time, we were experimenting with clones at that time.
Right.
Hence,
But
that's
were
what
they
made.
using different species DNA to fill in gene
All I'm
sequence
saying
gaps?
is cloning in general. Right.
Right. Well,
That's what made that movie so relevant
Yeah.
because it was like.
And if you say
And then-
Big Hero 6, you're my big hero.
And then I'm gonna throw a flag on Tron as well.
ooh,
The
Tron.
only thing in there is maybe that digitized cannon that put him in the game.
Yeah. That's
But
it.
that's kind of. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
really
I'll let that one
niche.
go.
That's
Yeah.
I'll let that one
a
go.
little
Okay,
tiny
good.
piece.
Good. And with Jurassic Park, I think that it wasn't I think it was the successfulness of the technology and yeah, I think that's what it was.
But I mean, electric fences existed.
Yeah.
Jeeps existed.
Yeah.
Ice cream melting was a thing.
I was just thinking of that scene.
What about the orb things? Do you remember those?
That was the new Jurassic Park.
Those are
I
the
think
newer
they were.
ones.
Oh, but that person did say all Jurassic
Yeah,
Parks.
yeah,
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. I'll pick the flag up. I'll pick it up.
I know.
I can admit when I'm
That's
wrong.
why we have the instant review.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was why I was saying tell us the story because,
It sparked a moment of discussion that was epic. Both
I've exposed myself as a jerk, is what happened.
No.
not at all. It's just a different point of view, you jerk.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're not a
thanks,
jerk,
Blue.
Joe.
Yeah. Always feel free to throw that flag out because we need to know what, we need cutting edge bleh. Never mind.
We
I'm
need
just
a
moving
speech
on.
therapist.
Jimmy.
Yes. Woo! Someone throw the flag at DJ.
Thank you. Yeah, it's already in my Sorry.
Accurate.
Yeah. Jimmy, what do you have for us?
Well, I'm still at 5, a list of 5, holding
Okay.
strong to my list of 5.
Good.
First one, AXL.
Yes.
Because as everyone was talking, I was thinking, what are some movies that I recently saw?
Yeah.
The next one is Black Panther. There is a plethora of technology that just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Also sandals.
Yeah.
Sandals.
And reaching back into the classic closet, E.T., because that record player, umbrella,
Oh, his phone with the
submarine
space phone?
Yeah.
didn't exist. It still doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
Right.
I mean,
You know?
that's true.
That is true.
Avatar.
Ooh, I like
Oh,
Avatar.
Yeah.
I mean,
They don't have light speed still.
They
Working
don't.
on it.
and they don't have the technology to hook you up from your mind into someone else's body either.
That's true.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Getting there.
Maybe tomorrow. And then last but certainly not least, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Sweet. We like Guardians.
Yeah, me too.
Cool.
Good call.
Good list, Jimmy. Good list.
Yeah, love those movies. Beth, what do you got for us?
So obviously, I'm just going to say everything. All of those, because those are all good choices. And you heard by my reaction to a great
Yes.
many of them that those are all movies that I enjoy. So obviously Star Wars and Jurassic Park, Ghostbusters, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But one that I didn't hear mentioned, although it does go in the same vein of Star Wars, is Spaceballs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd really like to go ludicrous speed.
Yes. Yes.
I'd like to go to Plaid.
I
So,
see that segue you were trying to go with.
Did anyone say Star Trek?
No.
No.
'Cause teleporting, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
sign me
DJ,
up. That would be so much
there's no
easier. I could
C
go.
in that, DJ.
Yeah.
Teleporting and holodeck, man. Whoops.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah.
Those holodeck episodes.
I want to go
Oh
now.
my goodness. Do I want to know what DJ
No, you don't want to. I do it every time.
You're the worst speller ever.
I know. I know. I can't help
So,
it.
He spelled
Yes,
portrait
I-
No!
Portrate.
And you know what's the
Well-
worst part about it is Belichick didn't even do anything about it.
That's because your spell check has given up on you.
Yes.
Did you just...
It looks at what you're writing and just goes, ugh,
He-
give him a minute.
It's given up.
It has.
It says Penny will get it eventually.
Yeah. Exactly.
No,
Oh my
they are a
God.
match made in heaven when it comes to
Yeah.
spelling.
Exactly. She's no help to me when it comes to that. I should just
think
run
it's
everything through
adorable.
Beth. Beth, could you proofread this for me, please?
Yes, I can do that.
Beth, I need you
Make
to
sure you send it to me while I'm at work.
right? So would you just start captioning my videos from now on?
Oh, yes, in all of my copious spare time.
Yes. And you know, we get away with it by saying the captions are never right anyway.
It's true, they aren't, but oof.
Oh well.
What's next, boss?
What's next? Hey, why don't we get into stuff we're putting in our eyes?
Good idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah. And let's start with Best of Enemies, shall I?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Yes, here we go. This is your classic
Do
love
it.
story between a black
Ooh.
civil rights advocate and the president of the Durham, North Carolina Ku Klux Klan.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
That old chestnut.
That old one. So Ann Atwater and C.P. Ellis did not feel the love the night they first met. But
Oh, see, this sounds very much like a cheesy romance.
I know. But as soon as time went on, they began to see a different side of each other. And I know what you're thinking.
Enemies to friends to lovers.
Yep. But I
Nope.
yeah, no. But hey, let's just say the answer to what you're thinking is no. Ann Atwater did not join the KKK. It was
Surprise.
it was C.P. Ellis who joined the advocacy for civil rights.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but and I know I'm
joined.
well, yeah, he did. Not in the movie.
Commiserated with and he supported, but he was never a member.
Well, he did. He did.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you say so.
According to Wikipedia, which we know is always
Oh,
right.
My goodness, there we go.
I mean,
Infallible.
Wikipedia, the number one source
Right.
of information worldwide.
Well, you
It's
know,
a great
but
place to start.
yes, right. It's a great place to
And
start.
then look it up elsewhere.
So, but hey, you know, the gal that played Ann Atwater, Tahari Henson.
Oh, God.
I know.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mrs. Henson.
Oh, my God, dude.
And then, wait, tell me. Tell me, please.
Oh man.
Did I? Okay, how do you say it?
Just a minute. Oh, my God.
You know,
Give me a
I
minute.
s-
Keep talking.
I searched through IMDb, which is not very helpful at all, because they put down interviews of her, but do they ever say, and now listen to whoever this person is? No. Or they don't say,
They do.
hey, look, I got this person. No. If I had looked at, like, Jimmy Fallon online, maybe I would have found it, but I didn't look in the right spot.
You would have misspelled it.
No, yeah, right. That's probably true. I would have copied and pasted. That's what but and then C.P. Ellis was played by Sam Rockwell, and
Who I love.
the
I love him so much.
yeah the chemistry between those two were really well done. I mean, it was very believable. And I have to tell you, I teared up twice in this film. There were two moments that I was just like, this is an awesome moment. This is a moment that that people need to have more often.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So that was
Wow, a lot of big names in this movie.
yes, great movie.
But the real big one is Taraji P. Henson.
Taraji. How do you know this? I don't understand.
How do I know how her name is?
Yes,
You just do.
You just do.
You just do.
Okay.
Well, I think probably the biggest thing is that I've heard it said before.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah,
heard it
that
said.
helps.
So that's there you go.
I mean, that's a pretty good. I mean, she's in a lot of stuff. She's pretty popular right now.
Yeah, she is popular right now.
She's a big name.
I would have pronounced
She
it
is.
popular, but yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right.
You're probably right.
No, I'm sure I'm
Yeah.
not. You have it right. Jimmy, what do you think? What's your take?
Well, I really like several things about this movie, including, but not limited to, that it was based on a true story. It was very balanced. It showed the reality of the situations controlled by fear.
Yeah.
It made a real-life application to today, and it had a redemptive end and beginning simultaneously.
Wow.
The fact that C.P. Ellis and Ann Atwater were friends up until their death, and the fact that they spoke their minds to each other probably made that possible. For example, when interviewed, Anne explained that she wanted to, quote, cut off his head because he was so pig-headed. And C.P., on the other hand, thought that Anne was way outside of her lane in demanding what was not historically hers. However, in the end, the one thing that built the real-life partnership leading to Anne giving C.P.'s eulogy was love.
Aww.
She went to bat for his son with Down syndrome and autism to get him his own room at a state institution where he was living. And then CP went to bat that took place for public school integration. A sidebar to this is the fact that this took place in 1971. However, it was on May 17th, 1954, that Chief Justice Earl Warren handed down a 9-0 decision from the High Court in Brown versus Board of Education. And the attorney, a young black man, a lawyer with the NAACP, was the future Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall. The application of this historically dramatized piece extends to many other arenas. The border wall controversy, gender controversy, socioeconomic controversy, sexuality controversy, religious controversy, and so many other situations. All could be solved by listening and loving the person opposite or alongside with the other person.
Nice.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Did you write that?
I did.
Nice.
That's what I do for
Very
a living.
nice,
I
Jimmy.
write.
That's what he does.
So that was, I myself give it a 10. I really enjoyed that
Wow.
movie. Even more
Yeah.
than I thought I would.
I did too, and that is the same from me. Yeah,
Cool.
a 10.
I'm not going to admit that I cried, but I may or may not have sweat profusely from inside my eyeballs.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
see.
what
You
it's
were
called.
just leaking.
super steamy hot. It was horrible.
And it was
Literally.
packed and crowded. Yeah.
I couldn't figure out. People were leaving towards the end. Like,
Yeah, that was weird.
I
Like,
was
we already
what
know the
hell's
ending.
wrong? I wanted to ask him, what the hell's wrong with you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, there were people
Was it a long runtime?
No, I don't think so. It didn't seem long. Like, just under 2 hours, I think.
No.
But some people were like, I'm going to get my money back and stuff. I'm like, really?
Really?
Well,
Why?
they said the
Just
N-word.
upset?
2
They were
hours,
upset about it?
13 minutes.
They said the N-word a whole lot, but I mean, contextually, you have to put that into context. What was going on in the time of this film?
Right.
And the direction of this movie was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because it took in consideration all those things, and not being rude or insensitive, but to show, how someone goes from, like, anytime he references a black person using the N-word to calling a person his friend, his sister.
Yeah.
Right.
So there was a lot of culturally, in today's time, insensitive things that went across the screen, but I think it was absolutely appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, and who knows? Maybe they had some emergency or something come up. They had to leave that for
All
that
of them
reason.
ate the same crappy hot dogs.
Yeah, you never know.
You got to stay away from that gas station sushi, man.
Right. And at the end of the film, like, nearly everybody in the theater clapped. So, I mean, and it was a lively audience. It was definitely it wasn't quiet at all. So, it definitely shows that this movie was well liked. Like, I don't even know, like, what it got in IMDb, like, because they do all their, scoring and stuff. And usually we know what Rump does, but we didn't check what Rump said.
It's interesting because Rotten Tomatoes gave it 54% on the tomato meter, but the audience score was 77% liked it.
Holy crap! Blue says Roger Ebert rated 0.5 out of 4.
Wow.
0.5 out of 4.
That's terrible.
Wow. Well,
That just goes to show you can't listen to reviewers because it's all personal stuff.
he never even watched it.
I mean, I don't even necessarily recommend that you pay attention to what we say. Like, I guarantee you later DJ's going to give you a review on Pet Sematary. He doesn't like scary movies. What is that as a basis?
Oh boy.
No, I think there was
fair point.
I think there was a huge overlay of political correctness in people's criticism of this film.
Yeah, there could be.
Probably.
There could be.
Not
So-
that there's anything wrong with political correctness.
But yeah, IMDb has a 7.1 out of 10, and then I don't know what a Metascore is, but it's 51.
That's just on Metacritic. They just call it their Metascore.
Oh, is that what it is? Metacritic.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
So
cool.
yeah. But
Speaking
yeah.
of Pet Sematary,
Pet Cemetery. Oh,
Pet Symmetry?
Symmetry. Hey, that's what it's spelled out on the movie. It is. It's not spelled correctly.
DJ didn't mess that up.
See? Thank you. Finally, a movie that's for me.
It's spelled that way. Yeah, it's spelled that way.
But not for me at all. So this is your classic love story between a dad and a bunch of dead ghosts. And no, thank you. That's all I have to say.
They're so dead that they're dead.
They're
ghosts.
horribly dead ghosts. They're just
Not just dead, they're super dead.
horribly
They're the
dead.
deadest.
That's dead
and,
twice. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Dead ski.
Double
and
dead.
I watched
Afterlife kids deceased.
I watched this film from between my fingers, okay? And on the plus side, there was no horses, not even a ghost horse.
That is the most likely place to find a ghost horse
Right.
is in a pet cemetery.
Yes, I know. And they did not have one, thank goodness.
not even
And-
a miniature
You are
horse
so
or
lucky.
a pony.
No, not
You
even.
went in there treading on thin ice, brother.
I know, and let me tell you, there's a dead dog. There is a dead dog.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, I guess I won't be seeing that.
Right.
Spoiler.
But you don't see it die. It's already dead. It's probably not even a real horse,
So
a dog,
here's
whatever it is. Yes.
To Beth's point, now you're advocating for a scary film.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you hate scary stuff, right?
He doesn't like them.
It does scare me.
And it wasn't that bad.
Where do you think that stems from? You not liking scary
No,
movies?
He
ghosts
doesn't like to be
scare me.
scared.
Ghosts scare me.
Oh,
That's
ghosts.
yeah.
Okay.
So poltergeist, anything that's dead should stay dead.
Harry and the Light.
Yeah.
So you don't like zombie
Zombie
movies?
movies
And the Fan.
scare me to death. Let me tell you, no
Harry
zombies.
And the Blinds.
What are you talking about?
Howie.
He's talking about the ghost in your old house.
Howie.
Oh gosh, Howie, I totally forgot. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
What about
Brought it back to him.
Happy
He'd successfully
nightmares
blocked
to
it out.
what about Weekend at Bernie's? He was dead.
But he was dead. Like he didn't come back
But he
to
was
life.
also dead funny.
He
Dead
and that-
cursed.
yeah.
That makes things better for DJ.
He was pretend coming back to life because of the other two yahoos that kept trying to keep him alive.
because of the marionette syndrome.
Yes. So that one works for me. Slasher films I'm okay with. They're just suspenseful. Ghosts scare me to death. And it's partly because I've seen ghosts and witnessed that stuff. So
Okay.
scares me to death. And so this one freaking scared me because one of the first dead guys is a ghost already. And I'm like, but it's all in his mind. I understand that, but still, he's a ghost. And then you're walking the graveyard, and then he comes back. He wakes up, and boom, there's dirt on his feet, like he really did go out there. Are you kidding
Thinks
me?
You secretly love scary movies.
Oh, maybe a little. And this is partly a dead thing coming back to life, but Nightmare on Elm Street. There we go. I liked that.
Oh yeah, different from Nightmare Before Christmas, which
I was gonna say that's not very scary.
No, not really scary. But
Well, I mean,
but
there's a lot of Christmas.
I do like some horror films, but this one I did watch from between my fingers. It was really scary. And then there was this part where and I don't know, I thought I read the book, but I'm guessing I didn't read it enough or it was such a long time ago because
Yeah, that's a thing,
Yeah.
especially with Stephen King books, is like you block out big parts.
yeah.
Well, to interject, I haven't seen this movie, but just based on the previews, this deviated quite a bit from the
Yeah.
I
original.
feel
I had
like
heard
that.
that.
Okay.
Because there was this stuff where the guy's wife had this sister that had some weird backbone thing going on, twisted back or whatever. I don't even know, but it was really not explained well, and it was like ghostly type stuff. And so anytime they talked about death, she would bring up her sister that died because it was her fault and other things going on, and how she was left alone to feed her sister all the time in this
Yeah,
house.
that sounds pretty classically Stephen King.
That's in there. I think that's part of it.
Is that part of the book?
I think so.
Well, I think that what they did with it just they didn't connect it very well, and so I felt like it could have been fine without it, and of course I would have been fine without any ghostly stuff, but. Oh, look, there's a Pet Cemetery.
I
and a
know,
movie.
let's go see a scary movie. I would have been fine not seeing this movie.
I probably would have been.
I give it 7 out of 10. Go see it.
Yeah, no, I'm no, I do not give this a 7.
I hated this movie. Go see it.
I know. If you like horror movies and scary movies, you're gonna like this film. I mean,
Probably.
I wish. I mean, if that sister part was supposed to be there, that's great.
Was the sister's name Zelda?
Yes.
Then that's part of the original.
Okay,
story.
good. And I couldn't
There's
remember
always
that.
like that one part in a Stephen King book where you're just like, why am I reading this? What does this have to do with
Okay.
anything?
Yeah.
It's like in every Stephen King book. There's one section where you're just like,
Huh. Got it.
got it.
Yeah. So
And it usually has to do with like taking care of a sick relative or like stuff like that.
Keeping
It's-
some guy in a cabin in the snow and breaking his ankles.
No, that was the
repeatedly.
entirety of Misery.
yeah.
That was the whole thing.
That was terrible.
That wasn't just one part.
No,
That was the whole
that
thing.
was the whole thing.
It was a very large part.
Yeah. But so my favorite scene I know was at the very end of the film, and not just because it was over, but
Yeah, that was what I thought.
yeah, I know, but it was really the very end. It's a shot. Is really what my favorite part was, and it was the family coming toward the car, and you're looking. The point of view is from inside the car, and the family's coming to the car, and the cat Church jumps up onto the car. And for some reason, it reminded me of Cujo.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but it was pretty neat.
Similarities.
Yeah, very very similar.
Okay.
So it was neat.
Okay, so I would like to point out once again that DJ didn't necessarily like the film. His favorite part had to do with cinematography.
Right.
Was how it was shot.
That's true. Good
Not
point.
like storyline
No,
or
no.
anything like that.
No.
No plot, character work, nothing like that. It's just like, well, it looked
And
good.
there.
I think that we need to
That's like
rework
Paula
our-
Abdul on American Idol when you sang total garbage and she would just be like, well, you look really good tonight.
Yeah.
So I think that we need to revamp the way that DJ rates films. Like, it can't just be one category. It has to reach across 4 or 5 categories.
Like cinematography, story,
Engagement.
character chemistry.
Yeah.
What else?
Or we can just let him grade it the way he grades it and then remind the listeners that DJ doesn't like scary.
10's for everybody. 10. 10.
No, not a 10. No,
Yep.
definitely not this one.
Is it
Um,
a 7?
But no, it's not a 7.
Is
But
it a 6.25?
it's no.
No, he doesn't do math
decimals.
like that.
But I have to say, one of the other shining points is at one point in the film, I had a song pop into my head.
Oh God, was it a Weird Al song?
It was not a Weird Al song. It was The Cat
I was going
Came
to say
Back.
that's your brain trying to cope.
Right?
Oh,
And so 2 times that cat comes back, and so he like throws the cat into the wilderness and says or whatever, I don't know, like good luck or whatever. And I'm thinking, oh, the cat came back the very next day. So and the cat
we
did.
thought he was a goner.
Thank you. So but that 6, but that's just me. Take it with a grain of salt, because
He doesn't like scary movies.
I mean, yeah, I don't like scary movies, but some of the
And that's
cinematography,
okay,
like I said,
DJ.
was really
You don't have to like everything.
right. Like the spookiness of it was really good. Going through the forest thing was really neat. The fog was really nifty.
Okay, so cinematography and effects.
Effects, yeah.
Exactly. When John Lithgow got his
I do love me some John
foot
Lithgow.
nearly cut off, that was grotesque but cool. He reacted great.
Effects, good.
He reacted like it hurt.
Acting.
Yeah.
Good.
So
he reacted like it hurt.
Yeah.
He didn't just sit there and go, "Wow, this fake prosthetic is being hacked from my body."
yes, he didn't. He didn't go all British on us either. It was like so never mind.
I don't think he's British.
No, he's not. He's not, but he could have
I was gonna say.
at any moment.
Yes,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he is a skilled actor.
is.
Acting.
Acting. So yeah, I give it a 6, and with a note, it's not my genre. It really isn't.
That's right.
Scary stuff scares me, and I don't want to do that. But I watched it for you guys. And I went live to tell you about it right before I did it. I went live on the Instagrams.
So did you see that last night?
I did. I thought I was
Okay.
never gonna get to sleep. I was
Why
going.
don't you go see a movie that you're scared of before bedtime? You silly, silly man.
That was really dumb. I was like in bed going, I'm gonna have nightmares. I just know it.
And then the dog jumped on the bed and you nearly crapped yourself.
Oh god. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, Miko, it's just you.
Oh yes. Oh Shazam, there you are. Oh, let's move on, shall we?
Segue.
Yeah. Please, let's talk about Shazam, shall we? I'd rather talk about this one. You know, there might have been some ghostly stuff here, but it wasn't as scary.
No.
Yeah, you want me to talk about it first off? I'll do it.
Sure.
I'll do it. This was your classic love story between a boy and an older man that wanted his power to flow through him and protect the world against the 7 deadly sins. Did I say this wrong?
God, you made that so uncomfortable.
Sorry. But hey, you know what?
It was such a good movie, and you made it uncomfortable.
Oh, whoops. Oh, dear. So, hey, you know I love stupid comedy, right? So, really.
What?
I know. But you know what? This one had some stupid comedy in it, but they did leave out fart jokes. So there were no fart jokes, but it was really
no fart jokes.
You know, it was smart comedy, I think. It was like some of the stupid stuff because, 14-year-olds,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was good. It was well done. So, and they didn't go full on dark like the DC universe kind of does that. So
yeah, they've been pretty dark.
They have been pretty dark. So they didn't though this time. There were some scenes like that kind of started to go dark and then they went light. And then they were going to go dark, and then went light. So there's it kept going back and forth. So
a nice balance.
Yeah.
There was one that stayed pretty dark.
That is accurate.
Yes, that is true. But it definitely looked like they were struggling to stay dark and not dark and dark. So, but yeah.
Right.
So, but yeah. Ultimately, and what just Joe said last week about the show. Talking about all the gods, they did it. They explained it.
Yeah, they
did
explained it.
explain
That was
it,
good.
Yeah, which was impressive. I was like, oh wow, look at that, they did it. At first, I didn't think they were, and at first, the 7 deadly sins were there. They threw me off, and then after a while, I understood it. So, and it's so interesting that the guy that was trying to transfer his powers over to somebody is the one who created the mega villain.
Yeah.
So that was fascinating. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think?
So Beth, you want to go ahead? I'll go. You go ahead. You second. Yeah.
No, I was waiting to hear what you said. I was interested.
Oh, okay. Well, so we kind of touched on it already. Like DC has been definitely trying to be too serious, right? Like Marvel. I heard a great analogy today, and it's like Marvel movies are like a cake where it's all serious and it's all good, and then the humor is the icing, right?
Yeah.
So the cake's already good, and then they ice it with humor. And I felt like DC was just trying to be way too dark and just be, we're serious, and
they just want you to eat your
sense,
vegetables all the time,
right? And you get a sense if you read any comics, you get a sense of that from some of like the classic stories or whatever, and even some of like the newer stuff. And they've tried to rebrand even their comic stuff a few times where they had similar complaints. They're like, man, you guys are going like way too brutal. Like, comics are supposed to be fun for kids.
Yeah, they even threw in Batman's penis at one point.
Sure, yeah. And then, so what I liked about this movie is it was serious enough, but almost didn't take itself seriously.
Yeah.
yeah.
It knew it was a goofy superhero movie, and it knew it was a kid trying to be a superhero.
Yeah,
And of course, a
I agree
kid
with
gets
that.
all these powers. You're going to be like, let's try all this weird stuff that we can try versus, like, I'm going to go be a hero now. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna know exactly how to do
Right.
everything fantastically. Right
And it was
off and
right,
save the
exactly.
world.
And it was definitely funny. I laughed a few times.
Penny laughed.
There was a
Holy
bit,
moly!
There was a bit where I can't remember where it was, but I felt myself, and I'm gonna be honest, I took a little bit longer of a blink than normal,
Okay.
and I felt myself slipping away, and I
You
woke
fell
myself up. I'm
asleep
like,
during
yeah,
Shazam?
I can't remember what part it was.
I'm trying to think
I
of
really
where
can't
that
remember.
would be. Maybe when the parents were out trying to look for him, or
Nah, it was.
Jerry.
I can't really remember.
Was it after a very long day at work, or?
Well, it was a full work day, and I did have 2 beers before we went in there.
So
So
you
there's
were
your
ultra
problem.
relaxed after a rewarding day.
You
we
were
had good-
mellow AF.
we ate and had beers. So maybe that's it. But I did like it. I did like a little bit of the darkness that seeped in without spoilers. There's one scene where it's like, okay, this guy's, he's taking care of people.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna stop at anything to get like the first person that he dealt with.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, what?
Whoa.
That's,
Yeah.
That
I
just
was blown
happened.
away. Yep, he's
I was
gone. And,
that was insane in the
Yeah.
office.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
boardroom.
that was
I was like, wow, okay, this is the
Taking
kind of
names.
movie. Yeah, and then I enjoyed him and the younger brother or the younger foster brother.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed their antics together and
Yeah,
working
their
through their
dynamic was
problems. Yeah,
hysterical.
I thought their chemistry was
Yeah.
great. And Zachary Levi, is it?
yeah, Zachary
Mm-hmm.
Levi.
I think he was perfect at
Yeah.
being a kid.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
He matched Asher Angel so well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I haven't seen Aquaman, and I've heard that that's a little lighter than the other movies
It
too.
is.
So I don't have a real good basis of comparison, but I would give this, out of all the DC movies I've seen, I'd give this one a 7.
Ooh.
A 7. Ooh, he says this
Yeah,
this one's average.
No, average is 5.
Oh, is that average? Oh.
That's in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, it's right in the middle. That's average.
Oh my
So
goodness.
Joe says this film is above average.
It's
But-
a strong
Oh,
7.
okay.
It's a strong
Okay.
7.
So now
Grading
it's
on the
not
DJ
just spelling,
curve,
it's
7
math.
is average.
Yeah.
Say again, Jimmy?
Not
It's
just
not
spelling.
just spelling, it's math.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's math and
Got
sound.
it.
Goodness.
Lots
That's
of things.
hilarious.
But overall, I enjoyed it. I don't know that I'd go see it in the theater again, but I did like
Yeah.
it.
I liked it too. Overall for me and with the comedy and the way it was, it's my genre. It's like a 9 to me.
Blue says that she loves superhero movies inviting kids to the party again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
was
I-
definitely more geared towards like, hey kids, this is kind of what we've all dreamed about. When you get powers, you can go do all this
Yeah.
fun stuff.
Yeah,
This is supposed to be fun.
I'd like to take my nieces to this. Nieces, nephew.
Yeah.
They need to go see
Oh,
it.
so Blue said it was sometime in the first. Yeah, it's definitely sometime in the first act where I felt like there might have been a little bit too much exposition going on. I'm just like, I nodded out very briefly.
was-
Like I
you
never
know-
lost consciousness, but I felt myself slipping away.
Yeah, I want to say it had something to do with the first kid. The main
no.
villain.
No,
Was
I
it,
liked that. That part was.
Oh
fine.
no,
Was it when
Int-
they were talking to all the people about their experiences?
Maybe I don't
Yeah.
remember. I really don't remember.
might have been.
And the ending was a little bit off of that character's canon, but I understand why they
Yeah.
did it. I didn't have a big problem with it, but I was like, these people don't really exist, but okay.
I liked
So,
it though.
yeah.
It made me happy.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah, it was
it gave everybody someone to relate to.
Yep.
That's true.
And come on now, little Darla, freaking
Oh, yeah.
cutest kid
Oh,
ever.
she was
Yeah,
cute.
super adorable.
I'm a good sister.
And
Yeah.
and what she became later, just that actress, pretty awesome. She matched
Yeah.
really well. Either that or the writers
did
did
a
a
pretty
great
good
job. I'm not sure which, but I was believing.
Probably both.
Yeah, probably. I was a little. I don't want to get into spoiler at this point, but I was a little concerned about the what he did with the staff at the end. I was like, oh, how are you guys
Okay.
going to do that again? If you need
Not
to.
gonna.
They're never
Right.
going to.
So.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, I can see where you would be a little confused about that, but
But it also prevents the big bad from ever getting
The staff.
available
Yeah.
on that as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, think about when you were 14. Did you think everything you did through?
No,
Nope.
definitely
Nope.
not. But I
So-
did think through getting a new Weird Al album at 14. I'm sure. But other than
Not
that,
even at
Yes.
40, dude.
no, not even at 40. Yeah.
Lies.
They're all lies. Cool, Beth. What are you gonna rate this one?
I'll probably give it an 8.
Ooh,
I enjoyed it a fair amount. I mean, some parts were goofy and some parts were really funny to me. And you got to give them a shout out for using "Don't Stop Me Now" in a montage, and it worked really well. Because a lot of times it's a really popular song. All of a sudden, you hear it on commercials all the time, and it always makes me go, "Stop it! Stop using my favorite song poorly." And I didn't use it poorly in this aspect, so I'm pleased to hear that.
Yeah, very cool.
I thought it was a lot of fun, and I liked it a lot, and I really liked the ending credits.
Yeah,
with all the the drawings.
Yeah, the drawings were good. And this is another one of those films where there's a scene in the trailer that's not in the movie, and you want to know what the heck is going on there. Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I can't.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which one.
No, I can't remember anymore either.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I was.
Well, then don't bring it up.
Sorry, you're right. You know what? I'm mixing up my movies because it was Best of Enemies.
He's all, where was that scene with Iron Man?
Yeah, dang it.
When he's talking to Pepper through his mask.
Yeah.
Crap.
Wrong movie, bro.
Wrong movie. Never mind.
What about when he got all the Infinity Gems? What did he do?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, snap. What am I going to do?
Get it snappy. Just to piggyback on what Beth said about that song being popular all of a sudden, I would like to remind you of a movie who used it best.
Shaun of the Dead.
Scene. Yes. That's the best use of that song in any movie, especially
Accurate.
when they're all hitting the guy in sequence with the pool cues.
Perfect.
It's so
I agree
great.
completely.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but I agree completely.
No, I just was like, man, but Shaun of the Dead did it a long time ago. And it was great.
I know, but ever since then, I've been waiting for it to be used in a proper fashion, and almost nobody does it. But they did a good job here. They made it way longer, which, I mean, it's my favorite song. I'll listen to it a lot.
So no complaints, right?
Yeah, no complaints there. But I would never, ever downplay the use of "Don't Stop Me Now" in Shaun of the Dead, because that is perfect.
Yeah.
So
perfect.
That makes that scene so much better.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to our challenge, shall we? We get that out of the way. How's that? So last week's movie clip was a
movie.
Haunted Mansion, inspired by an April Fool's joke. Yeah, we saw a video about making the Haunted Mansion ride into the Haunted Mansion movie. So that's Crackhead Blue was the first person to get that answer.
Well done, Blue.
Great job, Crackhead Blue. And then J.M. Strauss chimed in too. He told me, I'm going to listen to it now, and so I think he mentioned it a little faster than Crackhead Blue did.
Ooh.
So, but
Good job.
but she got it first.
Someone's coming for a Blues crown.
He's trying. He's trying. So we'll see if he gets this one, because I have a feeling Crackhead Blue may get this one really fast.
Okay.
Are you ready? Here goes.
What are those for?
Huh? Oh, it's just this stupid thing. I have to take a pill every 6 hours or I feel funny. No big deal.
What's it called?
Advanced delusionary schizophrenia with involuntary narcissistic rage.
Right.
Huh. Does your ass feel numb?
No, but it gave me unbelievable cotton mouth.
I meant from the ride.
There you go. I love this film. This is a movie we've tried to own, and every time we've owned it, something goes wonky with the DVD or whatever the thing is. So
Really?
yeah, I'm afraid to buy it digitally. I'm
cursed.
like, if I buy it digitally, it's probably gonna like destroy my Apple TV, and I'm
There's a
like,
ghost.
All of your movies gone.
gone. Yeah. So
There's a
It's gonna explode your house.
ghost horse in that film.
Oh gosh, probably. It's probably why. I've owned this DVD I think 2 or 3 times, and every time we play it and it just stops working. Terrible.
Wah, wah.
I know. I know.
That's got to be tonight's title. Womp,
yeah,
womp.
you're gonna have to text me over how to spell that correctly.
I'll put it in chat right now for you.
All right. Yay. So there you go. Go ahead and try and guess that one. See if anybody can beat Crackhead Blue. All right. Let's move on to streaming, shall we?
Do it.
So we really haven't streamed a lot here at home. I just realized last night, thanks to Beth, that Game of Thrones is now running. So I might have to.
It's gonna
this week. This weekend.
yeah.
Coming.
See, I got time.
The premiere is on the 14th.
Oh, okay. So I have time. But
Yeah, a little bit.
I did watch on DVD, a borrowed DVD, American Werewolf in London.
Oh.
And that one was good. There was, and I was trying to remember, why does this movie seem different as an adult than as a child? And you know what really stuck out as a child when I watched this? I guess I wasn't a child, maybe a teenager, but what stuck out the most while I was a teenager was that there was a ghost in this film. And it was it was his buddy that got eaten alive by the werewolf, and that was the thing I remembered the most. And so while watching this film again, I was like, "Oh, I remember this." And I would tell Penny, "Hey, there's a ghost in this," and she'd turn to me and say, "Yeah, you told me this already." So, but yeah. So anyway, now I remember I really liked this film. And not because of the ghost. But, of course, the ghost didn't look real, like a real ghost. Like, it looked like a fake ghost.
It wasn't like a sheet
It
ghost?
was... No, not... Yeah, so... But it was...
Wait a second. Sheet ghosts are real ghosts? Is that what I'm hearing? Hold on a minute.
I think in DJ's mind, that's how I see him. Like
2 eye holes?
Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's true, but I see him going like, ooh, a ghost. And like when I think of DJ and his ghost horses, it's like a horse with a big sheet on it. With eyes.
Oh, man.
It can be. Let's just say. Right. But anyway, good film. I think I should own it because I really like this film.
Even with the ghost?
It's not a real ghost. They don't have sheets. But no, I mean it was fun. I enjoyed the film. So I just have to say. Yeah. So but that's it. What's next? Who else? Jimmy? Do you have Wait, real quick, Beth, what are you streaming right now?
Right now I'm watching what's it called? It's a Netflix documentary on Amanda Knox. It's called Amanda Knox.
Oh.
So
Okay.
if you're interested in some really kind of awful true crime situation, check that out.
Is it okay that I don't know who Amanda Knox is?
Yeah, it's fine. She was pretty big in the news. I think it was 2006. She was an American who was in, I believe it was Italy, and her roommate got murdered, and she straight up got like sent to jail for it, even though she didn't do it. And everybody, it was a huge big mess. If you're interested in true crime stuff at all, I would watch it. Hence the reason I'm watching it and half paying attention to it while like multitasking, half Shazam, half Amanda Knox, which ultimately leaves my brain in a really weird place. But,
Shazam to Knox?
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting though. So, and how she was exonerated. So,
cool.
Check it out.
Cool.
It's graphic. They have like pictures of the crime scene, and it's pretty gross. So, I mean, if that grosses you out and you're gonna barf, don't watch
That
it.
makes it even better.
Yeah.
I know,
don't barf.
right?
Just saying.
I think you'd probably like it, Jim.
Yeah, the more you talk, the more I'm interested.
You should check it out. It's called Amanda Knox.
I probably will.
No barfing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
please.
No chance of
If you have a
barfing.
weak stomach, turn away.
Yeah. Thanks for the trigger warning.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Jimmy, what do you got? What have you been streaming?
Well, the last week I actually streamed quite a bit. I streamed almost all the episodes of a Netflix show called All American. It's about a young black man from South Crenshaw in South Central LA, who is a star football player, but he's recruited by a black Beverly Hills high school coach, who also grew up and went to the same high school as Spencer, the player. But he has his own baggage from Crenshaw, and they show how it works through and that dynamic. Good, really good sports, social drama kind of thing. I really enjoy it. Very layered. The second was a film, 2010 Jack Black film called Bernie. I watched that on Prime.
Oh man.
What a great film.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie's
Definitely.
Based on a true
So
story. About a really nice man from Louisiana who the people of Carthage, Texas can't figure out whether he's gay or straight, but befriends and the honorest old lady in town. This comes about because he performs her newly deceased husband's funeral. He's a funeral director. Ends up becoming close friends with her, spends a ton of time with her, until she starts becoming bitter and controlling, and he shoots her with an armadillo gun.
Like you do.
Like you do, and freaks out and stuff. It stars Jack Black as Bernie and Shirley MacLaine as Marjorie Nugent, the old lady. The last one I just started watching yesterday actually is called Hannah. It's a Netflix show.
Oh, yeah.
And it is amazing. I thought, this is going to be another film, but it's not. Kind of a typical story, where you got a spy.
typical love story?
No.
Or?
It does start out as a love story. Husband, wife, baby, escaping. You don't know what the agency is at the time. Being chased through the forest and shot at by a helicopter. They get in an automobile accident. The wife dies. The dad and the daughter, who's a baby, run into the woods, make a home in a cave, and live off the land there until she's in her early teens, and she wanders off and finds a nice Polish boy.
Like you do.
Inside the Polish forest that they live in. They climb a satellite dish, get in trouble. CIA shows up, and they're like, "Where's your dad?" She's already been trained what to say, and it turns into a really good series. That's it.
Hannah, check it out.
How many episodes is that?
I don't know how many episodes long it is.
Just a second, I'll check.
I've only watched 2 or 3.
Okay.
We ask Google or Beth. We'll see what happens.
Just a second, I got it.
It's like asking the same person.
Hannah.
Bet Google.
Come on.
That's better than La Noodle.
Or Prince Albert.
No way. Prince Albert wins. Womp Womp Prince Albert. That's the
Womp
name of
Womp
the show.
Prince Albert. Oh dear. I don't know. Blue doesn't seem to like it. Crackhead Blue hasn't chimed in, so we'll see. I don't know.
She might not be sitting
There's
there.
there's holy crap, there's 8 episodes, and my father-in-law watched all of them.
Wow.
And he is not one to watch anything like binge watch,
Yeah.
but I think he watched 5 of them last night until
Oh wow.
She's
that means
giving
it's
us
good.
Senior
leave to pick the
citizen
name
bedtime.
ourselves.
Holy moly.
So
So that's a good endorsement, is what you're saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a cool series.
Okay. 8 episodes. It sounds like a mini series.
Yeah.
Well, that's just one season. Hopefully, it gets picked up for a second.
How about Just Joe, JJ? You got anything you've been streaming?
I've just been watching old animes that I probably should have seen years ago and haven't.
Oh.
So I'm currently working my way through 1979's Mobile Suit Gundam,
Oh,
That sounds like an anime.
and it is, and
that's exactly what it is.
yeah, and there's a bunch of different offshoots of that. So the reason why I started watching that is because I've always wanted to put they have model kits that, Gundam's a very well-known, renowned builder thing where you buy these model kits, you put them together, they're highly detailed scale replicas of these mobile suits that are in the anime. And it's a big industry. Like, if you're ever curious, just look up Gundam kits. Anyhow, that's off topic. I wanted to know a little more about the lore, where they come from. So I looked up the animes, and I said, you know what, I'll just start with the oldest one and work my way through them, because there's a few you can start at any point and still kind of get the gist of it. But
Yeah.
I figured I'd start at the beginning. I'm a big Robotech fan. I'm a big fan of MechWarrior, and big robots are cool. And I always thought Robotech was like the oldest of the big robot animes.
Ooh.
And it turns out that Gundam predates that. And there's one that predates that, which is called Transor Z.
Oh.
So I'm streaming big, stompy robots that fight in space and bad dubbed English, because I can't find the Japanese versions.
Aha.
Also Pacific Rim for the earlier conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Pacific Rim's. I like the first one. I still never
the
got
second
around
was
to the
a
other
little
one.
Wiggity wow wow. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's good if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
Right, and Blue just reminded me, but it all started with our love of building the Bandai Star Wars model kits.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
So we were building those, and then I've always wanted to put a Gundam together. I just didn't know where to start. So when we were at WonderCon, I picked a couple up.
Oh, okay.
I may have a couple more on the way. I don't know. So yeah, and I wanted to watch the anime and kind of get into it and see if it's a story that I like, and then it's very cool so far. I mean, it's dated. It's definitely showing its age, but it's still fun to watch. So.
There you go. Very cool.
And it's got a nifty disco song at the intro. So.
Heck yeah.
And that's, I mean, aside from watching our YouTube series that we always check in on, our movie review guys and all that stuff, we're not really streaming anything specific. Game of Thrones, obviously, next weekend.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
I'll try to watch that one when they come out. Usually I wait till the season's out and then I watch them, but I think I'll watch them each week this time.
Oh yeah,
since
there's
it's
only
the last
6
one.
this year.
Yeah. So I think I'll keep.
Yeah,
up
if
with
there's
it.
only 6.
So that way, if we want to throw it into the conversation, we can talk about it too.
Might as well. I like this idea. What we're watching on the GOT.
There you go. We can call it the GOT minute.
Yeah.
Only give ourselves a minute to talk about
that's
each
a good
episode
idea.
or
So
something.
talk really, really fast and don't say
Yeah,
who dies.
Right?
Get all your thoughts in there.
And the person you thought was going to die actually didn't die, but this other person died.
But everyone else did.
This week on the GOT minute, everyone's dead.
Next.
Next.
Now things we're putting in our eyes.
Yeah.
I love it. But hey, what's coming out next week, y'all? What's coming out?
Game of Thrones.
Well, there's that on the HBO. So if you have HBO, and if you're an AT&T member, you get HBO for free. Just so you know.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute,
Oh
what?
yeah. If you have AT&T for cell phones, you get. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't.
If that's your carrier, is what I meant. You get AT&T or you get HBO for free.
I have AT&T for cable.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same. It should be. I don't
They
know
should
why.
make
It
it
didn't
the
sound
Yeah.
like it.
Right?
Judging by his confusion, his what?
I know.
It didn't seem like he gets it for free.
I would talk to them.
I
I'd be
definitely
like,
don't.
dude, I have you as my cable. Why am I not getting this for free?
And they'll say, well, why don't you bundle your cable and your cell phone?
Well, I've already negotiated our package way down from
Yeah.
what it was by just being stern and kind of a jerk on the
Yeah,
phone.
you kind of have to be.
I don't need to push
Yeah.
for more.
All right.
It's a skill,
It is a good skill.
fighting the cable company.
No. So hey, Hellboy comes out. Yeah.
Oh.
Little comes out. So the new trailer for Hellboy, did you see it? Did that help?
Yeah.
Did it improve your looks? No. Aw. Never mind.
I like how with Joe you can just tell by his like just the tone
The
of
tone.
his
I have
whatever
I have
it is,
really,
it's
like-
not a word. It's just like
Well, you too. Yeah, like I think all you guys, we're all very telling with how we react to something. But I mean, Blue is a huge Hellboy fan, especially
Yeah.
the comics. The comics, firstly, and then I can't picture Hellboy without seeing Ron Perlman's face. I
Yeah.
just can't.
it
that's
looks
true.
weird
and
to see
and it's
the other
no,
guy.
it's no disservice to David
Right.
Harbour.
No, it just
But
doesn't look
the-
right.
Well, not even that. It's just the way that he's coming across in the trailers. I'm just kind of like, what happened? Like it's.
You need more coffee
It-
and contemplation before you attempt this.
Exactly. Mornings are for coffee and contemplation. So it just seems weird. Like it doesn't seem right
Yeah.
to me. Like
It's
if
got
you
a,
read the
and-
comic, it has a
Yeah.
weird goofy overtone to it almost.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And Ron Perlman injected some humor, but it wasn't like goofy.
yeah,
This seems a little goofy.
yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll
Okay.
see. We'll see. I
You're
don't
gonna
have
go
high
see it,
hopes for
right?
Most
Okay.
likely.
Just to see if it does justice. Why not?
Oh, and we're going to see Blue. Help me remember the title. The Don Quixote movie that Adam Driver's in.
Yes,
Yeah. The death the
man who
killed
killed
Don Quixote.
Yeah, we're going to see that on
Now that's a
Wednesday.
Fathom
Nice.
event, right? I was trying to remember the name of it, but it's
I don't know.
okay.
Blue bought tickets.
Okay.
I'm going. That's
Sweet.
all I know.
sick.
Man, I want to go see that. Maybe I can convince Penny to
I
go
know.
see that. That'd be
Let's
cool.
See if I can do that.
So if you're listening to this, no video game streams on Wednesday.
there you
night.
go.
We're going to the movies.
Okay. Where are you going? What? I mean, never mind. I'll talk to you about that
I
after
don't
the
know.
show.
I don't know.
I'll talk to you about that after the show.
Yeah.
He
I know
doesn't
nothing.
Blue
That's
bought
right.
The tickets.
Blue has the tickets. That's right. Crackhead Blue. We'll talk after the show. So
Her Adam Driver radar went off, and
yeah, that's true.
they have to go.
That's true. So Little Missing Link is also coming out this weekend. That's that claymation thing that they do. The the Wallace and Gromit people. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same group of people. After, so it's an actual classical love story where a girl meets a bad boy and falls in love. So I'm
Oh, that one.
down one.
A tale as
Yep.
old as time.
So
That's right.
and it's what happens after she graduates high school and moves on to college. This gal. So anyway, A Dark Place also is coming out. So a man with OCD, maybe a little like autism on the spectrum, tries to investigate a murder of a boy he sees every day, but now was killed, and he doesn't see him every day, and so he's obsessed with trying to figure out why that boy was murdered and not in the window waving at him every morning. So, I mean, I could see that as something.
I already solved it. I already know. How
Yeah,
that's gonna end.
me too. It's probably the OCD guy that killed him.
Yeah, that's
me
what
too.
I was guessing.
That's the first thing I thought too. So Mary Magdalene is another independent film that's coming out.
Coming out for Easter.
Yep. Master Z Ip Man Legacy. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Another
that
Ip Man.
one.
Yep.
I've been waiting.
Penny would like to be Mia, not really watch the film, but Mia and the White Lion. That also comes out. And just in time for Easter, another film that's horror, Rotten Tail. Rotten Tail. It looks really hilarious. It's very much a self-aware, terrible horror film. It's like when I was looking at it, I was thinking Killer Clowns from Outer Space meets Peter
Oh.
Cottontail.
That's
But
a great
not.
movie.
Oh, Rotten Tail.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Didn't
So,
really sell that very well.
but
did
I
you?
didn't.
Oh, they must have had DJ name.
That
it,
must
I
be
guess.
it. So it looks hilarious. The guy. You know what it reminds me of when we went. You know that Santa Claus one, the Santa's sleigh, that one. It reminds me of that. Hilarious. Santa's
Like
sleigh.
the Toxic
What was it?
Avenger.
Yeah.
Santa
Yeah,
Slay?
the horror, the slasher movie, Santa's sleigh.
SLAY?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, but that sounds like
Yeah.
something I
We
should see.
we went
You
and
should put it in your eyes.
my
definitely.
friend Josh and I went and saw that film when Who Goes There podcast was putting it on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah, those guys usually pull some
Yeah,
good
that
movies
was a
out.
good one. That was a good one. I feel like this is one that they might pull out sometime. And then lastly, another independent film called Stockholm, about the 1970 something actual robbery that took place in Stockholm, where they coined the term Stockholm syndrome. So, and it's all about that robbery. So that looks interesting. It does look pretty good. Just learning about how everybody fell in love with the bad guy. So and
charisma.
exactly, and how everybody was like, I trust the bad guy more than I trust the police. It was really interesting. So if I get the chance to see that, if it doesn't go straight to video or on demand, I will gladly take a look at that and put that in my eyes.
Excellent.
Look at all those movies coming out this weekend.
That's just
Yes,
next week?
yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure some of it's going to video on demand. I'm sure
I was
of
going
it.
to say a lot of that I don't think is actually going to have like
Theatrical release,
nationwide
okay.
Yeah.
theatrical release.
Yeah, but
Because the majority of them I've never heard of.
well, yeah.
Not to say that I have heard of everything,
Yeah.
but
Well, there you go. Go and VOD some Rotten Tail.
yeah.
But in the meantime, it's time for some box office numbers.
Yep, it is.
It is. What have you got for us, Jimmy?
What do you guys think? What was number one?
Oh,
This is just
Shazam.
the last
yeah.
week, right? Or over the weekend?
Yeah.
I really think Shazam
Shazam.
took number one.
gotta be Shazam.
Yeah. And I really think that what's it called? Best of Enemies took number 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one out of two is not bad, DJ.
Okay. All right. What do you got? What does it sound like?
Dumbo was number 3.
Was number one?
Number 3.
Oh, okay.
And Shazam was number 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I see that.
sandwiched right between a Pet
Cemetery. Yeah.
Oh.
So does that put number 4, Best of Enemies?
No,
What?
Us.
Where is it?
is
Oh,
number
Us.
4.
Us
I
is
could
number
see
4.
that. I could see
okay.
that.
Us is still in the top five,
Marvel
okay.
is number 5.
Wowzers.
Best of Enemies is number 6. They
Okay.
haven't even broke budget yet.
Really?
They're
Wow.
not even halfway up.
Oh, boy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they did
Yeah.
have a good cast. I could see that.
Hopefully it does something spectacular.
Hopefully. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe word of mouth will
Maybe.
help that one a little bit.
Hopefully, like, this podcast thing will make it go up.
I'm sure that'll just like put it right over the top.
Right?
Our mass listenership.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jimmy, for giving us the math on that.
Thanks, Jim.
Yay.
You're welcome.
And what do we got for future movies and trailers? What do you got for us, y'all?
My Spy. Dave
My
Bautista.
Spy.
Star Wars. Oh, let's see.
Can't
That did look pretty
wait.
funny.
With Dave Batista, right? Did I say it right?
Sort of.
You were about
I
to
know.
say it wrong,
I
but
did.
you got it.
And I just saw another trailer with him called Stuber.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got 2 movies coming out.
Stuber looks hilarious. It's just like a cop hijacks an Uber driver.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. And he doesn't know how to use Uber, so he's like, he does rideshare because he was gonna like pick up the bad guy, but
Oh,
Well, that didn't work out
Like you
so
do.
well. So anyway, I'm curious how that's going to be. But yeah, My Spy looks hilarious, and I totally thought of Kindergarten Cop when that came out. It was like, oh,
yeah.
So we did see a trailer for Dora, the Lost City of Gold. Aww.
Swipe or no swiping?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that one, Beth?
Oh, I think you know.
It may be that expressive exasperation thing.
It seems to me like Tomb Raider, but a younger group. Just by watching
The
it,
talking-
just watch.
I
We're talking
mean,
With the
animals.
mochila.
Yeah,
I mean, I see where you're going with that.
Kind
In
of.
that they both are adventurers and chicks and the jungle and
They both have
jumping
maps.
off of things.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's only one of them. Only one of them has a talking map.
That's right. And doesn't the backpack talk too?
Oh,
I
everybody
believe so.
talks. The map, the backpack, the monkey named Boots,
Really? I had no idea. I've never seen this.
Swiper.
Yeah, Boots the monkey's a talking monkey. Yep.
Swiper, no swiping.
Okay.
Come on, everybody, help out.
I saw a trailer for Palms, which is about a group of old ladies that want to be cheerleaders.
That one looked actually pretty sweet. Like,
Yeah, it did look pretty cool.
I didn't see that trailer.
You
No.
should really watch. You should see the trailer.
Palms.
It's ridiculous, but it's
Yeah.
I
Saw
saw the trailer for the Lady Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh yeah, that's a good
What's
one.
that one called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's called
Can't recall what it's called
the
right now.
Hustle. Oh, the Hustles. Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah. Good one. I'm looking forward to
kind of-
that. It's coming soon.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested to see how they do that because I'm a fan of the original and
Okay.
Michael Caine and Steve Martin.
Yes.
That's some good stuff.
Very much so. You know what else is good? The Dead Don't
What?
Die. That's
Oh, I can't wait for that.
that looks
It's
hilarious.
gonna be so good. It looks super
Yeah,
super.
that trailer looked pretty awesome. And saw a trailer teaser for the Disney Channel original Descendants 3.
Ooh, a third one.
Yep, a third one. Here it goes. We'll see what happens. So,
Well, someone's gonna have a really cool color of hair.
yeah. And just the whole Men in Black. I'm sorry. I can't stop watching that trailer. I can't. I love it. I
No,
can't
it
wait
looks
for that
like
movie.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I rated it a 10. Oh wait, I haven't seen it yet.
Before even seeing it,
I know.
Sweet.
I hate that. No, I won't.
he's using his DeLorean that he keeps parked in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
he came back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Going to the future, has seen the film, and comes back with a 10 rating.
With a 10. Yeah. So, yeah, I like it. Any more trailers? Anybody?
Did we talk about Ma already?
We
That
did
was
talk a
last
little
week,
bit
right?
about last
Yeah.
week. I did see the trailer again.
Okay, what do
Oh
you
my
think? Seeing it a second time.
Gosh, that's just. I can't wait to see it because it's going to be like, is she crazy? What's going on? Is she possessed?
Well, the part that was obvious in the trailer, and then they, didn't disappoint me, was when she knows their parents,
Yeah.
and she's sitting in their living
Yeah.
room. I was like, okay, they're hitting all the notes, all the beats of the classic psychopath. I know your parents, so you better do
Yeah.
what I say kind
Right.
of thing.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
I don't know that I'm interested in seeing it in the theater, but
But you'll view it
I don't
at
know, we'll
some
see.
point.
Yeah.
at some point I'll check it out and be like, oh yeah, this is. as
Yeah,
bad
I
as
feel
thought
like
it was gonna
that because I have AMC stubs, I get to see stuff that I
Right.
wouldn't maybe normally go see.
be.
So
sure,
that's,
sure.
That's how I felt when I worked at the movie theater. It was my first job, and I saw things that should never have seen the light of day. Like Bats with Lou Diamond Phillips, and it was just me and my mom in the whole empty theater.
Wow.
And that is a terrible film, but it has a special place in my heart because it was so much fun to laugh at.
yeah. Did you watch Kickin' in the Kitchen?
No.
Poor Joe has no idea what you're talking about.
What is that?
It's a
Back
real
when
movie?
dinosaurs roamed the earth,
Yeah.
DJ wrote a show that he was going to sell to MTV.
yeah, that never saw the light. Well, no, it actually did get aired on a local cable network.
Yes, it did.
yeah.
Public access.
Public access. I produced a TV show called Kickin' in the Kitchen. It was really a talk show, much like
Okay,
this,
cool.
where we talk.
The only place you will ever see Beth wearing a pink poodle skirt.
Yep. Yeah.
Never to be duplicated.
How long ago? How long ago was that?
When she was
20 years.
16.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a long time ago. So I've always been
Long
into
time ago.
production and stuff.
Yeah, you might have to post a screenshot of that.
Oh, please don't, DJ.
I don't even know where
If
I
you
can
can-
find any of that footage.
Yeah, it's on like VHS.
Yeah, and I have no idea where it is, honestly. I lost a lot of stuff.
Are you in front of the camera on that
I
too?
am not. I was directing and writing
Mm-hmm.
and all that fun stuff, but I never got in front of the camera.
Kicking in the
Yeah,
kitchen?
kicking in the
Yep.
kitchen.
He threw us under the bus.
Yeah. Well, because I felt like I only had time to produce stuff and not really be involved, but I like being involved now. Totally different story. Yeah. So, but hey, any more trailers? Anybody want to say anything else?
I can't think
I'm
of
trying
any
to
right
think
now.
of what we saw with Shazam.
I know there's like 400 trailers. I can't think of any of them.
Yeah.
My Spy.
Blue, can you remind me maybe? Did we laugh at
Jimmy, do you
anything?
got anything?
Jimmy's.
Jimmy went
we-
Oh, did we lose Jimmy? Oh no. Poor Jimmy. We kept him up past his bedtime.
Yeah, I can't think of any trailers that
Okay.
really stuck out when we watched.
Well, we'll
Shazam.
have more. Don't you worry. Well, how about
Because they just keep coming out.
next week's topic, shall we? Next week's topic. How about TV shows that turned movie?
Good call.
TV shows that
Yeah.
Okay.
So 512 podcast is our
Oh,
phone
man.
number. Yes.
It's a distinct possibility that this time next week we will have a Star Wars trailer.
Oh, I hope so.
All right.
I hope so. That'd be really nice.
Because Star Wars Celebration is happening.
Yeah, if you have a Star Wars trailer that we haven't seen, send it to shoutout@tfwmovies.com.
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, you forgot to mention Brightburn again.
Crap! I did forget to mention Brightburn. Oh, that looks so good. I get goosebumps every time that pops up, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see it.
I mean, it's essentially Bizarro,
Yeah,
right? As
yeah.
a kid, even though Bizarro was created as an adult, but it's like kid
Yeah,
Bizarro.
yeah. But still, holy crap, looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it's gonna go.
Next on the agenda, plug something, y'all. What do you got, Beth? You want to plug anything?
I want to plug my phone in.
Ah, there you go. I need to plug mine in too. How about you, just Joe?
Just plug in the stream. Again, you can find me three
Except
nights
for
a
this week.
Monday through Thursday, except for this Wednesday, the 10th.
April 10th?
You can normally
That
find me.
sounds like
Monday-
Crackhead Blue's birthday.
Yeah. That is Crackhead Blue's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Crackhead Blue.
Did you say it was
Woohoo.
Wednesday? No wonder she's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're going to the movie
She's-
as well. It's just I think it just worked out that way. But
Convenience.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Yeah, you can catch me on twitch.tv/apostle_OFC Tuesdays through Thursdays, starting at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and we usually do 3.5 hours, something like that.
Sweet. Yeah.
Okay.
Until you're done with the game. Is that how that works?
I just play until we've hit a time where I'm tired and I want to quit.
I'm tired of talking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm done and let's go. Yeah.
Alrighty.
exactly.
Well, cool. All right. Go check out his stream. It's pretty nifty. And there's some great music. I mean, I haven't heard anything I don't like. Just so you
Awesome.
know. So,
Just so you know.
You know. So, anyway.
So things are known.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's wrap this up because it looks like we're hitting almost
Yes.
2 hours. Holy moly.
Uh-huh.
I knew this was going to be a big one. Holy mackerel.
I'm just staring at my food.
Yeah. You have staring at your food for 2 hours? Wow. Okay. Well, hey, y'all. This has been Thanks for Watching. I want to thank Joshua Struthers, Big Chacho, Joe Ray, yay. And then our other hosts, DJ McGee, Jim Harris, Beth Labine. Yeah. And then everybody that helps us out, also behind the scenes and such, Dorothy Fielden, Jackie Harris, and Penny McGee. Yeah. So, and then most of all, the most important one, I want to thank all of you listeners for listening in. And even if you're playing at us at double the speed, you're listening to us.
Listen to us very fast.
Yes, I like it when we sound like chipmunks. But anyway, I want to say thank you very much for being listening to the show, being part of it, and contributing to all the great stuff you contribute, like, you know, our movie topics. So, yeah. So, thank you very much, and cut.
Ow.